What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Weezus Talks. New subscribers, welcome. It's so good to see you guys here. We're here to talk about movies for this 30-day movie challenge. Before we get into it, go ahead and leave a like, a comment, a subscription under the video. It's so appreciated when I get to talk about, movies and pop culture with you guys. It's just like a forum, and I'm just really loving, interacting with other people who have the same passion for movies and pop culture and comics like I do. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into day 8, where the prompt should read, a movie where I liked the soundtrack more than the movie, and it's Suicide Squad.
Move this man!
Oh, shut up! This movie sucks. This movie had an animated film to lay out the template called Assault on Arkham. I don't even want to get into detail about that movie because I don't want to insult it, having it in the same conversation as this movie right here. And that David Ayer, who made Training Day, that also starred, a big star. And he got like 3 or 4 big stars. He had Will Smith, he had Margot Robbie, Viola Davis. That guy, he has a lot of people that could have made this movie great. I remember in 2016 when I was watching this trailer and then Queen came on and the aesthetic was right. I was just like, wow, they got the aesthetic right. They got everything right for this flick. It seemed like it was set up to be one of the best superhero movies or superhero genre movies ever made. And, I go and see the movie and I watch basically a giant trailer, and it was just not satisfying. It was full of one-liners. It was full of cheesy cliches. It was just full of a lot of tired out stuff with a very new idea, which is what sucks, because you have this very new premise, very new idea, villains playing the hero, and they just get it wrong. They just get it so wrong. And I really hope that James Gunn does the reboot justice. I really feel like if there's anybody who can do a Suicide Squad movie, it's James Gunn. He's actually the reason why I'm doing this 30-day movie challenge, because he started doing it on his Instagram, and I was like, you know what? It's one of my favorite directors, so let me just go ahead and copy greatness and see what I can do. But it's just not a good movie to me. There's nothing really much I can say about it. It's just not a good flick. It's very boring. It has a lot of cliches. And it's just bad because you feel bad because you watch the trailer and everybody was so excited for it. I think some people got so pumped off the trailer that when they saw the movie, their brain kind of wired them to believe that the movie was good, and it wasn't. I remember walking out that night and being like, oh god, that movie was bad. Me and my buddies were just like, we just couldn't believe how terrible it was. It was just a really not a good movie. And it had all the right things going for it. It had the good trailers, it had the star cast, it had the star director, it had the template laid out, and it just couldn't deliver. And the soundtrack was actually very good. It had a lot of good songs, a lot of good upbeat songs I thought that would fit with the movie with a better script, but because the script was so bad, the songs played at all the wrong times. Like I said, this movie felt like a giant trailer. That's why probably the songs were so good. It was a giant trailer, bunch of cuts, a bunch of music at unnecessary moments. It just could have been done so much better. It's a shame. But who knows? Maybe James Gunn will do us some justice and bring us a better take. So yeah. That's what I got for the day. Suicide Squad. That's the movie where I think had a better soundtrack than the movie. Guys, go ahead and comment below. Let me know if you think there's a movie that has a better soundtrack than the actual movie. There's not much I can say about this one because it's terrible. I don't want to recommend you watching this. I'd rather let the James Gunn movie come out, and then we discuss that one before we talk about this David Ayer one. I don't even think, people say there's a Justice League cut out there that, Zack Snyder has an actual movie that can be like a 6-part series, on HBO Max, where they did not let him release it, and it could do Justice League some justice. I didn't do that on purpose, I promise you. But David Ayer, I've been hearing rumors about a David Ayer cut, and I'm not buying it. I don't believe it. And if there is, I don't think it's enough to redeem this movie. It's just very terrible, not good, very trash. Oh, whatever. Boo you, boo you. All right, guys, I'll see you.